You know, the biggest red flag with you was when you made me do an internet speed test before you even came over to my house.
But ma'am, you still went along with it. So my thing is this, you're accepting red flags. Like, you can't complain about something that you agreed to. Let's keep it going.
Now look at this. You have this whole... Who walks into a girl off Tinder's house with 2 gaming PCs? That's psychotic.
My thing is this, ma'am. When you seen him come in the house with the PC, when you seen him get out the car, or when you seen him walk up to the door with the PCs in his hand, why didn't you stop him and turn him around right there? Why did you allow this thing to keep persistent or keep going? It's like you wanted something to complain about. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be toxic. Instead of, seeing the red flags and taking it for what it was and then turning it around and not allowing that shit to transpire in your life, you allowed it to happen and then complained about it later. It's like it don't make no sense. You can't allow somebody to do something and then complain about it later. You wanted to complain. You wanted these problems. You know what I'm saying? If you as an individual, we talking about the general public at this point. If you as an individual see somebody about to do some shit, if you see somebody about to rob the bank and they like, okay, I'm gonna need your car when I come out the bank, right? Why in the fuck would you stay there and risk your freedom? Why would you do that? Why? Why not just drive off? You sat there and risked your freedom, you know what I'm saying, and risked your sanity for this man, and you don't even know him. You had no intentions on actually building a relationship, a functionable relationship at that, if you seen red flags and just kept on going with it. Like, come on, ma'am. You address it right there so that in the future it's not a problem. You can't sit around and be like, oh, well, what you did was wrong and, that's not right. Dude, it is right. You allowed it. I'm not understanding what the problem here. I'm not understanding the problem here at this point. Because you allowed this to happen and then fucking complain. He thought it was okay. If he walked up to the door and you didn't say nothing, it must be a green light. It must be a go. Maybe he didn't have nowhere to play his fucking games. Or maybe he wanted to play his games, get some milk and cookies at the same time without having to go back home. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you allowed this to happen. You wanted him to feel comfortable enough to, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Maybe that was a requirement or a prerequisite for him to, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You're not going to act like it just happened out of nowhere. Well, it was a red flag that I could have addressed, but, I was just hot in the pants. Like, come on, ma'am. What are we doing here? What you doing is not enough.
It's the same PC, it's just 2 monitors, bro.
What?